Hey, what's going on everybody? It is Larry here, your fitness chef, bringing you another video today in our new cooking series, basically learning how to cook. What I want to talk about today is a basic technique. It's a basic tool and it's a basic pretty much everything. Mirepoix, or definitely not Mirepoix, even though it's spelled that way. It is a French word. Mirepoix basically means you're cooking. It's a base. Your standard mirepoix consists of 3 ingredients only. This is the French style, not the Italian sofrito or the Spanish sofrito. This is the French mirepoix, your base. It's used for sauces, stews, and even if you're going to braise meats. Okay? It is 3 ingredients, like I said: onions, celery, and carrots. That's it. It's 2-part onion, 1 part celery, 1 part carrot, so you can have a little bit more onion involved. You cook it slow with either oil or butter. It's on a low heat. You're not caramelizing, you're not turning them brown, you're not cooking the vegetables through. You're just coaxing out the sweetness of these vegetables to make your base. It's what gives, real like sauces and stews and soups, this really unique flavor and intense flavor. If it's done appropriately, you drag out all these really, really great flavors with these vegetables. Now, like I said, it's only three ingredients, so you could go buy yourself an onion, a celery stalk, or a carrot. Well, you need carrots, not or. And you just chop them up. So if you're going to do 2 cups onion, you need 1 cup celery, 1 cup carrot. Alrighty? It's because it's a 2 to 1. You could do all that stuff, take your time, do all that stuff. But if you're new to cooking and you're really not comfortable with that, some grocery stores, like the one by me, has it already done. Okay? And it's actually labeled Mirepoix. All right? It's about $5. You get a ton of vegetables in here. It's about 10 ounces worth of vegetables, but you're not going to use all that if you're just cooking for 1 or 2 people. If you're cooking a large sauce or a large stew or a large, like you're braising a lot of meat, you could use this whole thing because you're going to be cooking for a multitude of hours. If you're really just cooking for 1, you could probably get away with maybe a quarter of this just for yourself. So, like I said, you could buy an onion, buy celery, buy a carrot, and then cut it all up yourself, or your store already pretty much did all that for you, and you have some for later, so you don't have to worry about any ratios or really have to worry about doing it again later. If you're not comfortable with your knife skills yet, I suggest getting the store-bought one already, only because it just makes your life simpler. You'll spend a little bit more money on it, but it's easier, okay? And right now we're just learning how to cook and we're getting everything done. Now, like I said, this is a base for a soup, a stew, or when you braise meat. So this goes in first with oil or butter. Obviously, if you're going to use butter, you're going to start, increasing your fat content on everything. If you do oil, you're going to have some fats in there as well. But we like to say good fats, but whatever. You're still going to have that increase. So you got to be very careful with that and very mindful of that if you're worrying about caloric intake and everything else. This gets put in. It gets what we call sweat the onions, where we kind of just make them translucent and we pull out all those flavors without browning them and getting that caramelized or burnt look and taste, because all that goes into whatever we're making. When you add meat to it, and if you're going to braise meat with it, this stuff ultimately, you could brown the meat first and use the fat from the meat as a substitute for oil or butter. So keep that in mind too. All this does is it adds more flavor and a little bit more texture with vegetables to whatever you're making. It's never a bad thing. Alrighty? Mirepoix. Something good to know. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to have a couple more videos coming out for you guys on your basic cooking techniques and little things that you may hear as you're talking, like Mirepoix. You may not have heard that before, and if you have, fantastic. Now you know exactly what it is and what to do with it and where to get it. Alrighty? Thanks again for watching, and I will see you again.